The Reed and the Stone. Listen closely, because this story begins with a storm that didn't just shake the earth, it decided who would endure it. On the edge of a quiet marsh, where dragonflies skimmed the surface of still water and the wind whispered in cat-ale voices, a lone reed stood beside a heavy ancient stone. The stone was proud, solid, sun-warmed, carved by centuries. Nothing moved it, and nothing ever would, or so it believed. The reed, thin as a breath and gentle as a sigh, swayed with every breeze. It bent even when the wind was soft, and the stone often rumbled with amusement. "Stand firm," the stone said. "Strength means never bowing." The reed only smiled in the way reeds do, by trembling slightly. "Strength," it whispered, "means surviving." Days passed, seasons shifted. The marsh lived and breathed around them, until one evening the world fell strangely quiet, as if the air itself had taken in a sharp, worried breath. Clouds rolled over the horizon like dark armies marching in. Lightning cracked the sky open, white and violent. Thunder rolled across the marsh with enough force to ripple the water like a trembling heartbeat. The stone closed its cracks and braced. "Now," it boomed, "is the moment that reveals what is strong and what is weak." The reed didn't answer. It bowed low, almost flat to the earth, as the first gust of wind howled across the marsh. Rain hammered down, sharp, slanted, relentless. Wind screamed like something wild breaking free. The stone held firm, the reed bent, the storm hit harder. The stone held firm. The reed bent lower, shaking but unbroken. Then came the final gust, the kind of force that pulls branches from trees and rips roots from soil. It slammed into the marsh with all the fury of the sky. A deep, echoing crack burst through the darkness. The stone split down its center, not shattered, not destroyed, but opened like an old truth finally forced to speak. When the storm passed, dawn crept over the marsh in soft gold. Mist curled across the water. The world felt new again, fragile and glowing. The reed slowly lifted itself, droplets rolling down its slender blade. It looked upon the cracked stone, still beautiful, still strong, but forever changed. The stone, humbled by the lesson it had never expected to learn, spoke with a softer voice than ever before. "I thought bending meant breaking," it murmured. "And I thought standing meant strength," the reed replied. "But perhaps," the stone continued, "true strength is knowing when to yield and when to endure." The reed nodded gently, catching the morning light. "And perhaps," it whispered, "we survive best when we stop trying to fight the wind, and instead learn how to move with it." And so, in that quiet marsh beside dragonflies and morning mist, the cracked stone and the resilient reed found a new understanding, one born not from pride, but from weathering the storm together. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.